here I have a 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 with the Duramax 6.6, and I was going to do the fuel filter on it, and I'm going to show how to do it. It's not that bad. It's under here in front of the fuel tank. All right. And if you want to drain it, you could drain it right there. It's a torque spit. It's a T40 if I remember correctly. So you could just remove that first, let it drain, and then you could take it off. The whole case itself is a 36 millimeter. I use an axle socket because I couldn't find my other one, but I use a long ratchet with it because remember it is plastic, so sometimes they do come out a little hard. On the first one it wasn't so bad, but after that they might come out a little hard. This is the part I used. It's a Napa. It works okay. It comes with two O-rings, one for the filter housing and one for something else. I thought the other one was for this piece, but it doesn't come with an O-ring for this piece. It has an O-ring, but it doesn't come with a replacement one, as you can see. So when you put back that little drain, torque it to 2 Newton meters. But as you can see right there, there's the little O-ring, okay? And then I'm going to show where the O-ring actually goes. So this O-ring goes into the housing, but this little plastic piece, this white gray plastic piece, I don't know what it does. I don't know what it's called, but just be careful with it. Don't get any dirt on it, and you can just use a pick to get it off. And then when you torque it, when you put the whole housing back, torque it at 25 to 30 Newton meters. And I think it's about 20 to 22 foot-pounds. And make sure when the housings is set that the lips of the housings meet, just to make sure there's no gaps. You want to feel around the entire housing to make sure there's no gaps. So that's the way I check them. Now this is the setup I use because, like I said, I couldn't find my socket. It's just a 1/2-inch male to 3/8 female piece with the socket, with the axle socket. And this is my torque wrench. It's just the Harbor Freight one, like those $10 ones. So if you want to get that one. Now when you turn it on to prime the car, what you want to do is hold the brake pedal and then hold the start button until it starts on its own. It'll crank for a couple of times, but then it'll start. Now to reset the fuel filter life, you want to go to this I menu right here and then go down to fuel filter life. Right there. And then what you want to do is just click this middle button, go to the side, yes, and then click the middle button again. And then what you're going to see maybe is it's going to stay at 0%. And then what you're going to want to do is turn off the car and then turn it back on, and then it'll reset. I thought it didn't reset, but it did. So I'll show that right now. Now, after all that's done, one thing I will say is after I turned it on and turned it off a couple times and drove it around, it felt like the crank was just a little too long, like 1 second too long. So what I did was I just drove it around the street a little hard, gave it some gas. I wasn't doing burnouts or nothing crazy like that. I was just driving it a little harder than usual. And after that, turning it on and off, it just got better. The crank returned to normal. So if you have that problem, I suggest you do that too. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Hopefully that helps you out. And thanks for watching.